but being one day at Hull, where I went casually and without any purpose of making an elopement at that time. But I say, being there and one of my companions being about to sail to London in his father's ship, and prompting me to go with them with the common allurement of seafaring men, that it should cost me nothing but for my passage, I consulted neither father nor mother any more, nor so much as saying them word of it, but leaving them to hear of it as they might, without asking God's blessing on my feathers, without any consideration of circumstances or consequences. And in an ill hour, God knows, on the 1st of September 1651, I went on board a ship bound for London. Never any young adventurer's misfortunes, I believe, began sooner or continued longer than mine. The ship was no sooner out of the harbour than the wind began to blow and the sea to rise in a most frightful manner. And as I had never been at sea before, I was most inexpressibly sick in body and terrified in mind. I began seriously to reflect upon what I had done, and how justly I was overtaken by the judgment of heaven for my wicked leaving my father's house and abandoning my duty. All the good counsels of my parents, my father's tears and my mother's entreaties, came now fresh into my mind, and my conscience, which was not yet come to the pitch of hardness to which it has since, reproached me with the contempt of advice and the breach of my duty to God and my father. All this while the storm increased and the sea went very high, though nothing like what I have seen many times since, no, not what I saw a few days after. But it was enough to reflect me then, who was but a young sailor and had never known anything of the matter. I expected every wave would have swollen us up, and that every time the ship fell down, as I thought it did, in the trough or hollow of the sea, we should never rise more.